Hey everyone, welcome back to I Dream of Homestead. I'm Josephina, and today we are in the kitchen making some super flavorful and easy chorizo refried beans. So to start these refried beans, I've already got a pot here that has some bacon grease left in it from this morning's breakfast bacon. And to that, I'm gonna put in half a tube of beef chorizo. You don't have to use bacon grease for this. You can use any oil that you have. I just did not want to waste this bacon grease, and it tastes absolutely delicious in refried beans. Now I'm just breaking apart that chorizo so that it's evenly spread throughout the oil. Now that the chorizo is broken down, I'm gonna add in half of a diced onion and 2 diced garlic cloves. I'm gonna let that saute in there for a few minutes just until the onions become translucent. End of video me jumping in because I forgot to mention that for these beans, I added 2 dry cups of beans into an Instant Pot with 2 cloves of garlic, half of an onion, some bay leaves, and salt, and I let that cook in there for 35 minutes. All right, guys, so it's been about 2 minutes and the onions have softened up, so I'm gonna start adding in my beans. And you're gonna want to protect yourself with the lid because every time you add in a scoop of beans, this is going to be screaming. So you're gonna keep doing the scoop and lid until the oil stops screaming at you, and then you're safe to leave the lid off to add the rest of the beans in. Mine settled down enough that now I can just finish adding in the beans. Now that all the beans are in, I'm gonna pour in some of the liquid. I've added just enough liquid to come up to the beans but not completely cover them, and normally I would add a little bit less, but because I'm taking this to an event and I need it to stay nice and moist till I get there, I've added just a little bit extra because as the day goes, these do dry out and you end up needing to thin them out just a little bit. I'm gonna use my immersion blender to puree these. You can use a potato masher or whatever you have on hand to do that. So I'm turning off the heat because I don't want lava boiling at me as I'm trying to puree this. As they cool down, they do tend to thicken up. So if you feel like you got yours a little too thick, then you can just add more broth into it. Or if you go to reheat it the next day and it gets too thick and you don't have any of that bean broth left over, then you can add in a little bit of stock or water. Just keep in mind that if you're adding in water, it is gonna dilute the flavor a little bit, and so you're gonna need to add some salt into it. These beans with some tortillas on the side, oh, so good. Oh, they're absolutely perfect. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I hope that you're willing to hit that subscribe button and stick around with me for a while on this journey to becoming a homesteader. See you in the next one.